Greetings everyone, I am Electricstar and welcome to How To Versus, a new series that teaches you all about the basics of versus debating. Right as it says on the tin, like right in the title, right below me, right there. Anyway, for the first episode here, we're starting with the basics by going over power levels. Namely what defines energy, destructive capability, attack potency, and durability for a character. For the purposes of versus debating, power rankings are simplified by being split into busting tiers. For example, a 50 megaton bomb may be classified as a city buster. For this video, I will be going over every individual tier. Energy will be measured in 3 units here. For the low-end feats, we will be using joules. According to the ever-so-reliable Wikipedia, the joule is a derived unit of energy in the International System of Units. It is equivalent to the work done by the force of 1 Newton when it is applied 1 meter in the action of the aforementioned force's direction. Isn't that making sense? That's not confusing at all. For the moderately powerful superhuman feats, we will be using tons of TNT equivalent. I mean actual tons as in weighing, not as an exaggeration like, oh, tons! Anyway. 1 ton of TNT equivalent is worth 4.2 gigajoules, which is more than 4 billion joules. 1 ton of TNT equivalent is worth 4.2 gigajoules. For those of you not using the imperial system, being everyone outside of America, yay, go America, yeah. 1 kiloton is 1,000 tons of TNT, 1 megaton is 1,000,000 tons of TNT, 1 gigaton is 1,000,000,000 tons, and so on and so forth. And now for the really good stuff, the high-end cosmic feats. For these feats, we will just be using a measurement known as foe. Yes, F-O-E. Who the fuck just put that on? Hello? Fine, be that way and don't answer me, dick. Anyway, 1 foe is worth approximately 24 kilotons of TNT exploding, or 24 decillion tons of TNT exploding, otherwise known as the 1 to 44th power joules. 1 foe is the average energy released by a single supernova, so try to remember it that way. With that physics lesson out of the way, let's begin. First off, we have subhuman level. This is anything below 100 joules of energy being exerted. This level applies mainly to things like insects, though it can be used for some humans. That's usually a controversial subject. Up next is street level. This is the level of your average human, roughly. This is typically the level that athletic human characters fall into within fictional works. For reference, the strongest human punch ever recorded was worth about 1,008 joules, or 1 kilojoule of kinetic energy. 200 joules is also the kinetic energy of a person jumping as high as they can. And now we move on to wall level, where we really start getting into superhuman statistics. As the name implies, this is powerful enough to break down walls. To give you an idea of the scale, 4 million joules is the approximate energy of 1 kilogram of TNT exploding, and 2 million joules is the energy required to vaporize 1 kilogram of water. So let me guess, destroying walls is not your thing? Well, how about bringing down the whole goddamn house? This is where we reach building level, and where we start getting into the really good stuff. The energy released in 1 lightning bolt is about 1/4 of a ton of TNT equivalent. Meanwhile, 1 ton of oil equivalent reaches energy equal to 10 tons of TNT. But let's say, for example, you're a kaiju, so even destroying a simple building is nowhere near enough to satisfy your thirst for destruction. Yeah, I'm not a kaiju, but I totally appreciate that, destroying more than that, you know. This is where we reach the point of city block busting. 11 tons of TNT equivalent is the energy released by the mother of all bombs, otherwise known as the mob, which is a funny word, by the way. Meanwhile, 44 tons of TNT is equal to the father of all bombs, the fob, because sexism. Logically, the next step would be town busting. This ranges anywhere from the little boy bomb, the nuke that hit Hiroshima, we gotta bring this one up again for crying out loud, this thing will not escape me, to the Ivy King nuke, which is the largest pure fission bomb of all time. Fission? Is it fission? Gone fission. The level of energy is also enough to destroy entire hills. Once you get there, you're flat out on the lower end of the meta-human scale. Now, city level is basically town level on a bigger scale, to the surprise of nobody. 1 megaton is where small city level starts and is the approximate firepower of the B-83 nuclear bomb, which is the largest active nuclear weapon in the United States. 6 megatons is where baseline city level starts and is in the same level as the Tsar Bomba, which has a payload of 50 megatons, making it the strongest nuclear weapon ever built, because the Russians know how to do it, da! Volcanic eruptions also tend to produce over 100 megatons of TNT equivalent in energy, which would be large city level. This level of power is also enough to destroy mountains. And even when destroying human civilizations is not good enough for you, that's when you'll want to destroy the very foundation they live on. This trend begins with island busting. It takes 1 gigaton to bust a small island, 4.3 gigatons to bust your baseline island, and 100 gigatons to bust a large island. This is the midline for metahuman characters. But every once in a while, when you're feeling particularly cynical, you just want to take an entire freaking nation off the map. Are you tired of the Japanese infecting us with shitty harem anime? Well, look no further than country level. 1 teraton, or small country level, is the amount of energy released in a 10 magnitude earthquake. Meanwhile, 7 teratons would take out an average country, which is comparable to the energy released in the Indian Ocean earthquake of 2004. More tragedies! Yay! Ugh. And large country level begins at 100 teratons of TNT equivalent, which is the amount of energy released by the impact, otherwise known as the meteor that killed the goddamn dinosaurs. Okay, forget Japan. Maybe you just want to wipe out the entirety of Asia. This is where continent level shows up. 1.3 pentatons is the annual energy from the sun that strikes the Earth, and is powerful enough to wipe out anything within a 3,000 kilometer radius. High-end metahuman characters generally fall here. And now we're reaching a scale of stellar proportions. See, you can measure how much power is needed to destroy a celestial body by determining its gravitational binding energy. 1 exaton is the energy needed to destroy small moons and planetoids, including Pluto. I miss Pluto! By comparison, 30 exatons are needed to destroy our moon. Yes, our moon is bigger than Pluto. Now do you see why Pluto's not considered a planet anymore? God damn it, Neil deGrasse Tyson and the... And now we have planet level. Oh boy, this is a big one. Planets vary wildly in size, but small planet level starts at 433 exatons of TNT equivalent, or 433 quintillion tons of TNT equivalent. This is the energy needed to destroy Mercury. Baseline planet level begins with Earth, naturally, which has a gravitational binding energy of 60 zetatons, or 60 sextillion tons of TNT exploding. Large planet level begins at 3 yottafoe, otherwise known as 3 septillion tons of TNT, which is the gravitational binding energy of Uranus, not Uranus. Insert hilarious and original joke about Uranus being bigger than the Earth here, ha ha ha, moving on. 0.6 nenatons, or 0.6 octillion tons of TNT equivalent, is what you need to destroy WASP-12b, the biggest planet ever discovered. People with cosmic power like the Heralds of Galactus generally must be at least this strong to qualify. You must be this strong to blow up planet. And now we have starbusting. I will have my name totally unaffiliated with this one. Another huge category that cosmic entities typically fall into. 3 tenatons, or 3 nonillion tons of TNT equivalent, is what you need to destroy VB10, which has the lowest known gravitational binding energy of any star. 165 tenatons by comparison is enough to destroy our sun. Blue giant stars, on the other hand, generally require over 350 tenatons of TNT equivalent to bust. Once a star reaches the end of its lifespan, it decides to go out with a bang and take all the poor planets surrounding it out with it. These things release about 1 to 2 foes of energy, with 1 foe equating to 1 of the 44th power joules, which we mentioned earlier. We'll be using this measurement for the rest of the video. And now for solar system level. In order to destroy our entire solar system with an omnidirectional blast, you'll need something slightly more powerful than a supernova. We're talking not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 supernova, or 5 FOE, or 5 foe. Transcendent characters generally fall into this scale. Multi-solar system level is generally used to describe the energy needed to destroy a solar system multiple times over, which begins at 11.4 foe and ends at 10 kilofoe, otherwise known as the power of 10,000 exploding stars. Or 1 exploding Electricstar, because god damn it, do I get angry very often at stupid things! For God's sake, that's not a fucking outlier, you piece of shit! Okay, now on to galaxy level. Where do we begin? Okay, galactic scales of destruction. Fun. Once you reach 10,000 foe, you reach the binding energy of dwarf galaxy. So how much is needed to destroy our Milky Way galaxy? Why, it's no lower than 10 gigafoe, otherwise known as the power of 10 billion supernova. 7 gigafoe is also the mass energy of Sagittarius A*, the supermassive black hole at the center of the Milky Way galaxy. People this powerful are usually Skyfather-type characters and gods. And now, we reach universe level. The mass energy of our universe, the energy released by the Big Bang, is over 40 yottafoe, otherwise known as, wait for it, 40 septillion supernova exploding, and the 4 to the 69th power joules. Yes, 69, shut up. In order to reach this level, you must be able to not only destroy all physical matter in the universe, but also the space-time continuum itself. These qualify as cube level, if not celestial level beings. But wait, there's more! Can you destroy or create multiple universes at once? Then bada bing, bada boom, multiverse level it is for you. This level of power is generally held by an abstract being, or really overpowered visual novel and JRPG characters. This entails anywhere from 2 universes to an infinite amount of universes. And finally, we reach the ultimate feasible scale, the ability to destroy or create an entire megaverse. The definition of a megaverse varies between franchises, but for the purpose of versus debating, it would include a collection of at least multiple infinite multiverses. Because fuck logic, really. If you're at this level, you're probably either a supreme being or a pretty boy from Shin Megami Tensei, however the hell you pronounce it. Anyhow, that's all for episode 1. Thanks for watching, everyone, and be sure to tune in for episode 2, Speed! And no, I'm not giving away drugs, I'm talking about how fast characters are, you sicko. Okay, this is Electricstar, signing out.